Yes, sir. Welcome once again to another episode, Sports Talking with JB podcast special, as we always do in the off season. I'm your host, JB, here for the 2025 March Madness. We have made it to the Final Four in the men's and the women's basketball tournament. I have once again, y'all know her, she's becoming a regular on the channel, my favorite co-host, Jocelyn Thomas of Jocelyn Knows Sports. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for having me. I'm trying to become a regular on purpose.
Uh-huh. It don't take much. I mean, hey, we go back like four flats on the Cadillac, so you know how that go. Yeah, we here. We here. But it's always good to have you on. And like we were talking before we jumped on live, basketball is just in your nature. It's your thing. So when I talk basketball, especially women's basketball, you are the first person to come to mind. So thank you for joining the show once again, Jocelyn.
Thank you for having me.
And for everybody watching, y'all know what to do. Please hit the like button, share this to your people, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sports Talk with JB. We are over 500 subscribers. If you're watching this, I believe we are live on Twitter X right now. You can come on over here, subscribe to the channel, go back and watch it on Twitter if you want to. Either or, it don't make me no difference. Just hit the like button and subscribe. All right. And also, tips and donations. Let me put that over here. Y'all know, support the channel right there. There's the QR code, everything you need. Sports Talking with JB. Thank you guys for being loyal subscribers. Please support the network. Right there, the Cash App tag, Future Star ENT. Everything goes to the channel to help this channel grow and get more shows, man, on the network. So that's all I ask of you guys. Any donation is greatly appreciated. So it is Wednesday, and in a couple more nights, we will have the women's first two games, and then we'll have the men's games on Saturday. So we got a lot to talk about, man. We appreciate everybody. If you're in the chat, go ahead and get in the chat. If you got some thoughts, some comments, or whatnot, show us some love tonight. First of all, Jocelyn, how you feeling? How you living?
I am doing amazing. One, I am a little sad about my Crimson Tide, but I'm always Tuscaloosa down to the heart.
Yeah, where you get that from?
You know, I keep my swagger on swivel, but I
I,
got it from a place called No Rivals.
hmm,
I'm not getting endorsed, but if you want to give your girl a check, I do
hmm,
like the hat. But
hmm.
I felt like the men and women's teams both did really, really great in March Madness, and I was very sad to not see them both make the Final Four. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to the girl. I know you was over there on your trip and whatnot, and
Oh, I
you
still
missed.
watched.
You still how you feel about Sarah Ashley Barker?
First of all, she's a dog. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And I think if you're gonna have your last collegiate game, that's the way you go out.
yeah, yeah.
She left a mark that no one else could go back and say she didn't leave her heart on that court that night. I was actually sad they did not advance, but you know it is what it is, and hopefully she'll go high in the WNBA draft.
Yeah.
And I think Alabama is starting to, I'll whisper it, but I think they're starting to become known more for basketball than football right now. So
Hey, hold on now. Hey, not so fast. Not so fast. But it's accomplishments. Look at our men's team. Final Four, Elite
yeah,
Eight, Sweet 16. I mean, this
I
seems like a
agree.
regular occurrence. The women almost made the Sweet 16, and I wish they would have made it because I was ready to go to Birmingham to support them. I was ready to go. God, man, it was that close though. But shouts out to the women's Alabama basketball team. And I don't know if you know this, Jocelyn, in chat, Rajon Rondo's daughter committed to Alabama women's
I did not know
basketball.
that.
Yeah, Rajon Rondo. So that may be our point guard of the future right now. Alabama's on the up. Shouts out to Coach Curry, man. The women's team is on the up and up.
I agree.
Sometimes it takes a disappointing loss like that loss to Maryland to uplift the team. They had a great season, and I think they will be back. And also for the men's, it's going to be a lot of change. We losing players left and right to the portal, and players are graduating, and a lot's going on. But as long as Nate Oates is coaching over there, as long as it's a solid foundation over there, we going to be all right.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
we're going to be
agree.
all right.
And
All right.
I wouldn't necessarily call the women's loss a terrible loss. Like I think they helped put themselves on the map. That was the best game on the women's tournament by far. So I think they gave themselves a bigger name, bigger platform.
That's true. It was just disappointing because it was
Yes,
so
100%.
Yeah, man. Oh God. Yeah. That I can honestly say I shed a little tear when they lost that game. Because I was emotionally invested in that game, Jocelyn. And as Bama fans, we invested with our team. But that game was just special. That was a special game.
It was. I had to represent for them tonight.
Yeah. Speaking of special, and speaking of let's see. Wait a minute. I'm trying to see how I want to introduce this. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this right here. Jocelyn and chat. Let's give us some love. Juju Watkins, 2025
Player of the year.
Player of the year in college basketball. There's no surprise. No surprise. We knew it, and it's bittersweet, right? It's really bittersweet because of the ACL injury she had. And I want to do this. I'm gonna get your thoughts, Jocelyn. I gave my thoughts last week. I want to get yours, but before I do that, I want to play this video.
I'm at a loss for words right now. What an incredible honor. I want to sincerely thank Naismith for this amazing recognition. This is truly special, and I feel so blessed to be selected amongst some of the best in the game. I want to thank my teammates, coaches, and the staff at SC for making this all possible. To my family, friends, the fans, your love and support means the world to me. This is just the beginning, and I can't wait for what's ahead. So thank you so much again, and fight on.
Yeah, man. Man, she even seemed a little choked up, you know what I'm saying? Just even talking right there. Jocelyn, how you feeling about Juju right now?
I think Juju Watkins is one of the best, if not the best, college basketball player right now. And I'll say men and women. I know people have something to say about that, but I look at the longevity of her career, her total package game. And even though I hated to see USC lose, you could see how her presence not being on the court changed their team dramatically. And that's the impact. Really, a player of the year is supposed to make the team better. And sadly, I think the ACL injury, again, I pray up for a speedy recovery for her, kind of help expose how much Juju actually means to USC.
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah, and I kind of figured when she went down, they weren't going to the Final Four,
Yeah.
And I feel like if she wouldn't have went down, they were definitely going to the Final Four. She was like, I mean, it's like we had Caitlin Clark, right? Being so much to the team, and Juju is right there on that level. And I said this months ago, and I'm gonna keep saying that Juju Watkins is the best women's college basketball player I've ever seen. She just does it all. She's got that all around game.
Too, like, not to cut you off, but I think what she represents so much for women's sports. She represents so much for the culture. Like my dad's in town visiting me because we're going to the Final Four Friday. Shout out to us. Yeah. My dad only knows 2 female players' names ever, like Caitlin Clark and Juju Watkins. And I say that to say, like, he's a fan of sports, but he doesn't take the time to really know the women's names. Like, he'll watch the game, but he's maybe not a lover of the game. Right. If he knows Juju Watkins, she's a bona fide star because she's a household name.
Yes. And she has a great story coming from the background she come from. And, you can go on and on and on about her,
Yeah,
man. It's heartbreaking for her to go down like that, and man, it's gonna make her stronger though. I think it's
I
gonna
think
make her
so.
strong, definitely. And
Paige Buckner's. I always feel like I'm saying her name wrong. I'll just
that's
say Paige Buckets. Paige Buckets from UConn. She actually had an ACL injury early in her career,
yep,
and look
that's
how
true.
she's bounced back. So I'm hoping that Juju Watkins has a similar recovery.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that too, because I forgot about that. And Paige is playing her ass out, and we'll get into that, but I can see Juju coming back stronger than ever. I mean, she's it ain't like since her senior year. She's only sophomore, so she's
And this
coming
is gonna
back.
make her hungrier. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, I think people don't understand. Like sometimes when you are at the peak of your career and you take that fall, it just makes you want to come back even better, or at least to the status of what you were. I think people see the injuries like a Clay Thompson, and
mhm.
no shade to Clay, but he never really returned back to his form. But you have so many successful stories like Paige Buckets and KD, so many people, Steph with the ankle injuries. You've had so many people who, come back and they're good. You know what I'm saying? So,
And she's young, she's
yep,
young and strong, and she's definitely gonna come back strong, and it's gonna be a great story. I mean, she was already had a great story. This is even gonna add more layers to her story. So
I agree.
yeah, man, I'm prayers up to Juju. Great. And it was no mistake she was not gonna win this award. I don't know who's gonna win the men's award. Is it gonna be Cooper Flag? Is it gonna be Janai Broom? It's gonna be one of the two. I lean towards Cooper Flag. I don't know if it's been announced, but man, I just want to talk about Juju real quick, because
Juju on that beat.
yeah, she's the GOAT to me already. All right, so what we gonna do? Oh, that's premature. All right, so let me scoot back. Let me scoot back to the big screen. All right, so what we gonna do, Jocelyn? And it's not gonna take long. We got 2 games, women's, 2 games for the men, and then you got the championship games. So now let me go ahead and put that schedule up since I already did it and go back to it.
You gave him a sneak peek.
Yeah, let me go back to it. Might as well. So the final four is on Friday, and you will be there, right?
Yeah, I will be there. I'm very excited.
What's up?
My dad and I have watched sports together for years and years, so I'm super excited to watch the game with, I guess, don't tell him I said it, but my best friend of 30 years, we actually get to watch the games together and just have fun. No work, no nothing. Just chill with my OG.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I love it. So y'all see the games, y'all see the times. Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. You got Texas versus South Carolina. That's gonna be a good one. And UConn versus UCLA. You got almost all 1 seeds, but you got the 2 seed UConn Huskies right there. So I mean, you getting the best of the best this year. Even on the men's side with all the 1 seeds,
Yeah.
you're getting the best of the best. No Cinderella story, no teams that slipped up and made it to the Final Four. No, you getting the juggernauts. And really, this is going to be epic basketball. So you are lucky enough, my friend, to be going to Tampa, watching these games live. So are you gonna watch? Are you gonna stay until the championship game on Sunday?
I don't think so. My dad actually flies back Sunday.
Oh,
To be honest, the Final Four was a bucket list thing for me. I can't really say championship game was. I kind of got like a sports bucket list. I don't know if my other sports fans out there like that. Like I'm like, I want to go to NBA All Star Weekend. I don't necessarily know if I want to go to the game. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you on that. So this is great. 2 great games on a Friday night. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be
I'm
awesome.
excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So let's stick to this and let's just go ahead and preview these games. So first game, Texas, South Carolina. Who do you think? So who's the favorite? Is South Carolina got to be the favorite, right?
So for me, South Carolina is my team. I got to win it all. Also, my dad's team. He's trying to
Okay.
be sweet to me, I guess. But I love me some Don Staley. But I will say, South Carolina is as vulnerable as I've ever seen them play over the last couple games. So I can't really say that I would say that they are the clear-cut number one gonna win it all pick. I think UCLA is the most qualified team. I
Yeah.
think UConn has the most star player. And I think Texas, even though they're number one seed, technically they're a Cinderella story because no one expected them to be here.
You
So,
are absolutely right.
every team has something by it, to kind of give them a little edge. But I'm gonna trust Don Staley's coaching ability to kind of get South Carolina over the hump.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I've watched a lot of this tournament, kind of by mistake. You had the TV on, this game on, and then you're watching this game. They say, "Oh, they play next." Oh, wait a minute, South Carolina playing. Now I've watched probably all of South Carolina games because they so happen to be on TV, and every time the game has been tight, like you mentioned, they are getting by the hair on their chin, by the whiskers, and it just seems like you got girl coming off the bench, scoring 20 points. I mean, they winning by any means necessary. You got Plies on social media cussing them out. Man, y'all giving me a hard attack. But that just shows you the coaching of Don Staley.
Yeah.
We can win by any means necessary.
Any means necessary.
Yeah. Now, Texas is going to be a tough out. I mean, they're one seed for a reason. But like you said,
and they beat South Carolina before during the regular season. So that's the interesting thing, right? I think most people are going to pick South Carolina, but all three teams that are going to the Final Four have beaten South Carolina and like beat the brakes off of them. It wasn't like a close, I don't know who's going to win it type situation. So all three other teams are qualified to beat them. So I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'm still going to pull for Don. You know what I'm saying? I choose loyalty over eye test. But I'm trying to see who finna guard Paige buckets. I'm trying to see who finna guard Maddie Booker. I'm trying to see who finna guard Lauren Betts. Like each of the other teams has that one bona fide star. I can't say South Carolina quite has that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like by committee who has it this game, who
Kids has been stepping up for them much. I think I was on Threads during the last game. I said they need to go ahead and get Chloe Kitts a Superman jersey at this point.
Oh yeah,
because she's carrying the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Chloe Kitts can get off. I think South Carolina has a good chance to beat Texas, but by her going off is 14 points. She's gonna need at least 20 to beat Texas.
How do you feel about what's her name, Malaysia?
I think that's a sensitive subject, right? I trust Don Staley and Don trust, but I don't necessarily understand why Malaysia Fawale comes off the bench and Raven Johnson is the starter. It just doesn't make sense to me mathematically.
Yeah. And I wondered that. I'm like, she coming off the bench giving 20, giving buckets. You know what I'm saying? Down the stretch of the game, right? And why isn't she started? But Dawn knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. She got way more basketball knowledge and championships than we got. So, hey, who are we to question Dawn Staley, the great?
I would never question her.
So we both agree in agreement that South Carolina should get the job done. Let's move on to the next game. UCLA and UConn. Laura Betts, the 6'7" phenom who's been killing it, man. She gave LSU the business. I was watching that game against LSU, man, and my girl, she couldn't do nothing with her. What's my girl? Morrow.
Anissa,
yeah, man. And Anissa played great the whole tournament.
She a baller now.
She played great. I mean, she had
She'd be number 2 or 3 pick this summer.
But Betts, man, I'm telling you, I've seen her get the ball as low as you can get it in the paint and just turn to the left shoulder and just right there. I mean, you can't stop that. When she gets the ball that low in the paint, all she can do is turn to one shoulder and the backboard. It's a bucket. You can't stop that. So teams are going, and then Kiki Rice.
I love me some Kiki Rice, man.
Yeah. Shouts out to Tanya. She got UCLA winning the game. But
I know that's right.
I'm gonna tell you, UConn, bro. Paige Beckers is off the chain. 41 point game, 30-some point game.
She is who she thinks she is.
Listen, if you can go ahead and give an award, all tournament MVP, is her, right? Because she's been putting the team on her back. I mean, she got help. Sarah Strong. Sarah
Sarah
Strong is,
Strong is a beast too.
oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah. Sarah Strong is legit. And I think they're going to need Sarah Strong to be big in this game against UCLA because look at Laura Betts. Somebody got to offset that. Paige Becker's gonna put that work in. I already know that. Kiki Rice gonna get it. So this game right here is probably gonna come down to the wire, in my opinion. But I got UConn. I got Paige. I ain't been against Paige. I can't.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Tanya on this one. You know, no shade to you. Know you might. But passing the eye test, UCLA got way more weapons than UConn. Now, I would not say that Paige Buckets is not the most talented player by far in Tampa of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I think UCLA has more weapons because, like, you mentioned Kiki, but you forget the other two ladies. One of them, I know her brother plays for the Miami Heat. She went off.
Hawkes. Oh my goodness.
She went off for
6
18 points last game out the blue. So
Lord,
I'm like, we got ballers, shooters, each corner.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't know outside of Paige Buckets and Sarah Strong who going out there and getting a 15 piece of 10 rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You absolutely right. I forgot Hawkes was hooping, man. She made about 6 3-pointers that game. I was like, man, they shoot.
Well, you know who ain't forget me and Tanya, because we was out there watching that thing in UCLA. they come.
When I watched the game, I watched the game when they played LSU, and I was like, man, they finna beat LSU. You know,
they're just a more complete team. You know what I mean? Like I actually, even though I picked them to win, I would prefer that they lose because I know South Carolina ain't beating them. You know.
So let me ask you this: what if, let's throw hypothetically, if Juju didn't get injured and it was UCLA and USC again, who would you have picked?
Probably UCLA. Even though I love Juju, I still think if you remember when we first had our first preview before we even started the tournament, I said UCLA was the most complete team of any team.
You did say that, yeah.
And so I still think, and you got to think they don't have any injuries. They got a pretty fresh bench. They got 3-4 people that can get them at least 10 and 10. They're tough to beat. I ain't saying they unbeatable, but they're definitely the most complete team.
And if you think about it, now that I just mentioned that, USC was a 1 seed as well, but because of the injury to Juju, they went down, and UConn, the 2 seed, is in the Final Four. So if Juju doesn't go down, we might see all 1 seeds right here.
I think so.
Yeah, because UConn would have beat UConn. Yes, didn't USC beat UConn early in the season?
Yeah, Juju put up like 45 points.
Yeah, I'll watch that game. Exactly. So I don't think they would have beat. I don't know. Paige seems like she on another level, man. She might put up another 40 but like you say, she needs some help.
I think Paige is going to have a big game. I think Sarah Strong is going to have a big game, but they need at least one more person. They need at least 3. Now, my girl, AZ Fudd, she's kind of wishy-washy. You know, some games she give you 26, some games she give you 6.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So, I mean,
now, if she come in that thing knocking down threes Friday, UCLA might be on his heels. But she's just too inconsistent to count on, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah. Man, 2 big games, man. So you got UCLA, I got UConn.
I'm gonna be up.
And so who winning the whole thing, Jocelyn?
Out of loyalty, I'm gonna say South Carolina.
Okay. But you really feeling UCLA, right? I know it. I come on. You can't fool with me.
I think it's going to be South Carolina and UCLA for the championship game, and I will be literally sitting on the edge of my bed watching the game because I just need Dawn to out-coach UCLA because I don't know if they'll out-talent them.
Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, UCLA coach, I can't remember her name. I think she won the Naismith Coach of the Year.
She should. I mean, she put together a good squad, I think.
Yeah, I think she did that. And I want to say Laura Betts won Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, Lauren Betts' sister is a baller. She actually won, I want to say MVP of the All American McDonald's All American game last night.
Last night. That was her.
And
Yeah.
she's going to UCLA.
Oh
So
my
her and her
goodness.
sister are going to be on the same team next year. Crazy, right?
They might run it back.
Rich get richer.
Might run it back. See, that's what the NIL do. Keep families together. Keep the hey.
Oh, come on, man.
I got a problem with it. Hey, there you go. Hey, use the money wisely. Let's get these championships.
Right. Keep it in the family. Keep that money in the family.
I like it. I can't hate on it. I like it. All right, so man, I just want Paige to win the championship. If I say if Juju don't win, I want Paige to win it. But I'm feeling South Carolina kind of like you.
I mean, Paige gonna put a hell of a fight Friday.
Yeah.
She ain't
But you
going
think she gonna go out like Caitlin Clark?
But you know, I mean, to be honest, Juju, before Juju got big like that, it was Caitlin Clark show. And I honestly feel like I want to say it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been last year. It was in my opinion, an egregious foul called on Paige against Caitlin, and it gave Caitlin the free throws, and UConn lost the game. And I was just like, that was not a foul, and she really hasn't gotten back to the game. I mean, that level of the tournament since. So I mean, she's a good redemption story as well. You know, she deserves it, but I mean, she about to be the number 1 pick and go to Dallas. I'm gonna be right in Dallas with my Dallas Wings hat on, cheering for Paige again.
Okay. Yeah. You're right. But I mean, she gonna give it all. But like you say, if she don't have enough help, basketball is 5-on-5, not 1-on-5, not 2-on-5. So I feel you on that. But like you said, South Carolina, man, Dawn Staley, it's just something about them. Championship pedigree. I think at the end of the day, she's going to get the job done no matter who she plays. But we could be sitting here and Texas could beat them because they beat them in the regular
Texas
season.
has beaten them before. Texas is more than qualified to beat South Carolina. So, like, it ain't I don't think it's going to be an easy win for either team.
Right.
I think both games are equally yoked. I'll be very interested. And like how you said, they're all going to go to the wire. I will be flabbergasted if either one of these games Friday was a blowout, because I just don't see these level of competitors going out there and getting it handed to them like that.
I like it. I like it a lot, man. We get some good games on Friday night. Oh my goodness, I like this. NBA cancel your Friday night because everybody gonna be watching these games right here. So Friday night gonna count. I think the Lakers don't play Friday anyway, so I don't give a damn. I'm watching these games on Friday night, and you gonna be there. Send me some pictures. That's all I'm gonna say. Send me some pictures.
Be there and beat.
Yeah, send me some pictures.
Only thing I'm sad about is I won't get to see Juju.
But I know, okay, man.
I got no more time.
Yeah, damn, man. Maybe next year. All right, so let's do this right here. First of all, man, we appreciate everybody for watching. If you're watching us live, you're watching the replay, it don't matter. Please hit the like button, man. Share this to your folk. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's move on and let's do men's Final Four. All right, so sorry to block you a little bit right there, but this is the games on Saturday, right? On CBS, the time 6:09. I don't know why they have to be so precise in the time 6:09 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they have to be so precise, but I did time it. I timed it this past Saturday, and the game actually did start at the right time. So
I appreciate it. I think punctualness is next to godliness, so I like it.
Yeah. All right. So they on point. And I see it say Michigan State. They got the brakes beat off. So I couldn't type. I mean, this is the only one I found. So we got Auburn in Florida, 6:09 p.m. Eastern, 5:09 for my Bama folks. And then you got at 8:49 or like 30 minutes after that game, you got Houston versus Duke. And those games are both on CBS, where the Final Four is normally played on CBS. All right, and that's in San Antonio. It's in San Antonio this year also. So let's do this right here. Let's talk about these games. First game, Auburn Tigers, Florida Gators. What kind of game do you expect out of this, Jocelyn? Now, Florida has beaten Auburn in the regular season. I think they only played one time. I could be wrong.
It's one time.
Yeah, and Florida beat them. Florida has been one of those teams, like, in this tournament. I'm just going to say in the tournament. They've been getting by. They had to come back, and I thought it was over. The Texas Tech game, they were down 9 points with 3 minutes to go. End up winning the game. That young man on the graphic right there, Walter Clayton Jr., he's a incredible clutch player.
Yeah.
He is an incredible clutch player. And I don't know. I picked Florida to win it all. I don't know about you, but I picked Florida to win it all. I got money on my bracket, so I'm sticking with Florida to win the whole thing. But Auburn is the number one seed overall for a reason. Number one for a reason. They struggled down the stretch of the regular season, losing 3 of the last 4, lost in the tournament, and now they have won 4 straight games in March Madness tournament, and here we are. Janai Broome seems to always get hurt and come back in. Now, I don't know his health for this game, right? But he's going to play. Everybody's going to play. Their whole starting lineup is 25 years old. Jocelyn, how do you feel? Who has the advantage in this game right here?
It hurts me in my spirit sitting here wearing this Tuscaloosa hat to say that I picked Auburn to win this matchup, and I picked Auburn to win it all.
No. Are you serious?
I'm so ashamed.
Oh, my goodness. You can't be serious. Are you for real?
I am a lover of sports. I can't let my hate for Auburn take away the obvious, most qualified team. Oh my God! Don't say
get
that.
Out of here, Neil. Talk about Neil.
Neil, no.
Lord have mercy, man.
Neil, that make me hurt even worse inside. Tanya, I'm ashamed of myself, Tanya.
All right. Why?
I didn't say it was something I was proud of.
Why?
I think Bruce Pearl is a great coach. I think I've had a chance to meet him before. He's also a very nice guy. He's a great coach, a nice guy. And I think Auburn just wants it a little bit more. Janai Broome, in my opinion, is the player of the year. I know he's not going to get as much credit as Cooper Flagg, but I think he makes his team better. I think he has an overall great game. He kind of gives me like Carmelo Anthony type feel, but a little bigger. He can get it from anywhere on the field. On the court. He's a senior, and I honestly think the team is so behind him that they want to win it for him. Whereas I see other players are kind of like transfer portal teams, one and done teams. Auburn is a true team that has been together these entire 4 years, and I think they want to win it all for their star player. Personally, I know. Yeah, I'm even ashamed of myself to have a reason.
They got a lot of so-called super seniors on the team.
It's one of the most, if you look at it, it's one of the most loyal rosters in college basketball. When you think about the portal, you think about transferring, you think about one and done. Bruce Pearl has like the most loyal team in basketball.
It feels like they have the same team from last year. They add a few pieces, like they got
a few sprinkles in there.
Yeah, the freshman Pettiford, and I really like Pettiford. The freshman, I really like him, man. For him to go out there and be scoring 20 points in the NCAA tournament like he's been doing, and
with no fear.
Yeah, the way these guys shoot the ball. Now, if they're shooting the ball well, the 3-pointer, they're impossible to beat, because normally, Janai Broome, the game close, you get a ball, Janai Broome, or you get somebody to make a big shot, Baker Mazzaro. If he not doing nothing dirty on the court, he's a good player, right? And then you have, when you put Caldwell out there, a 7-footer, you got Broome out there, so you could protect the paint. They have the complete team. I will give them that.
And they're very good with offensive rebounding.
Yeah, and that's the key, because those long rebounds, they somehow seem to fall in Auburn's hand. They somehow seem to make the extra effort. And I will give Bruce Pearl credit, because he teaches that. That's something Alabama needs to get better at. Now they have gotten better because they would get extra shots for their guys, but Auburn just seems to get to every loose ball for some reason. Now Florida, they can do it too because they got some big guys. Yes, yeah, they got big guys down there. They can defend. They have gotten better, but I don't know. That guy Walter Clayton, to me, man, they're never out of the game if you put the ball in his hand because they have played on the edge. They have been living on the edge this whole tournament, barely getting by. But they have had a great season. And a lot of people pick Florida. You can go through the brackets and you see a lot of Florida Gator logos for the, championship.
I mean, to be honest, this matchup is everyone's bracket.
It is. It is. It is. Shouts out. They go the extra step. Auburn they can match up. That's key. So rebounding is going to be key. But I think big shot making at the end of the game is what's going to be the difference. And I got my money on Clayton Jr. Big shot making at the end of the game. I'm gonna take the Florida Gators in this one. It's not going to be a blowout. Auburn's not going to blow Florida out. Now, can Florida possibly blow Auburn out? If Auburn not making no shots, they can blow Auburn out the gym. Auburn has to make
shots. It's a competitive game.
Yeah, they have to make shots. This is the best Final Four. It's the best 4 teams in the country.
Agreed.
The best 4 teams.
It's kind of Neil hit it right on the head. It's kind of hard to pick which team will win it all because all 4 teams are someone's number 1 on their bracket.
Yes.
Any loss is gonna bust someone's bracket because this is literally the brackets.
I'm gonna tell you what in my bracket group, I got Florida. I picked Florida, right? A couple people pick Auburn and Duke. Some people pick Alabama, and I told everybody Alabama is right. I picked Duke to beat Alabama. I was absolutely right. I just saw that matchup is bad.
That's obvious.
And so I picked with my head, not my heart, right? So now I'm picking with the money, and I gotta go Florida. I gotta go Florida in that game. So I'm picking with the money because I need Florida to beat, and I hate Auburn. I'm sorry. I know that's a harsh word to say, but I hate Auburn, man. Auburn cannot win the national championship in basketball before Alabama. I'm sorry.
No comment.
I'm sorry. But I have no malice to nobody who picks Auburn. No malice at all. But I just can't do it. I feel attacked. Here you go.
I feel attacked.
There you go. All right, it is what it is. Let's go to the next game because this game got me a little warm up in here, man. Oh, it's a little warm up in here. All right, let's go to the next game. Duke and Houston. Now, this is an interesting game, and I say that because Houston is one of the best defensive teams in the country, probably the best defensive team in the country. And Duke, we see how they get down. They have a starting 5 that has NBA talent all over the court, right? Cooper Flag is the number 1 pick in the draft, unanimous. He's gonna be number 1. It's teams right now that's sitting out starters because of injuries. That's tanking, trying to get New Orleans, trying to get
Charlotte Hornets,
Utah Jazz. That's trying to get Cooper Flag. Now, it's gonna come down to, I believe Houston's gonna defend Cooper Flag. He's gonna have to shoot. This is how you beat Cooper Flag. He's not a great shooter. He's a great all-around player, but his shot isn't there yet. He's not elite shooting. Make him shoot. Kind of like the Spurs did LeBron when he made the finals in 2007. Pop said, we gonna make him shoot. He's not getting to the lane. We putting 3 people on him when he gets to the lane. Make him shoot those jumpers. And he couldn't make those jumpers. Cooper Flag is gonna shoot a lot of jumpers on Saturday night. If he makes some, they will win the game. If he misses a lot of those, they're gonna lose the game. And he's gonna need help from what's the guy named Knipple? The other Knipple's good. He's
The
good.
other.
Yeah, the other white boy. You know what I'm saying? What you call them? The exciting whites. That's what they call them. The exciting whites.
He's also a projected lottery pick in the NBA.
Yeah. He's a great player, man. You know, you see a lot of those scrappy players who can do everything on the floor. He's one of them. And then they have this big guy that's down there as a beast. He's blocking shots. He's snagging rebounds. And then you got
they need to throw him a lot of lobs too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he a lob threat. And then Tyrese Proctor. Tyrese Proctor is gonna be key. He's gonna be key because he's been up and down. He's been great some games. He's been not so great. You know, he's gonna have to have a big game in order for Duke to win. It's not gonna be all Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg's gonna need some help. Because Houston is a great defensive team. Houston also has some players, LJ Cryer, who will go off. LJ Cryer came from Baylor. He already know he don't want a championship with Baylor. He's been playing. I think this may be his 5th season. He knows this right here. He knows Final Four. So they brought him on hoping to get here. And here you go. And let's give shots out and love to Kelvin Sampson. The man has been Sweet 16 damn near for the past 6 years. Final Four. He's always in there. He hasn't won the championship yet. If they beat Duke, I think they win the championship. And I'm just going to say that. I don't give a damn who they play on the other side. If they beat Duke, Houston's going to win the championship. But I don't think they beat Duke. I'm picking Duke.
I'm going to be honest. You gave a lot of praise to Sampson. He deserves it. But it's another year he won't be getting that championship as well. I think Duke is going to win because they're more talented than Houston. I'm not saying that Houston's not a great team. Very hard-nosed team. But I think America wants to see Duke versus Auburn. They want to see Cooper Flagg versus Janai Broome. And that's what's going to happen.
They want to see Duke versus Florida.
No one has ever told me that.
Duke already beat Auburn this year. Duke and Florida ain't played yet.
That's what people want. You got to think. Who are the household names going into this tournament?
They up on the screen right there. They on the screen. They on the screen.
Walter Clayton Jr. is not no household name.
I ain't talking about Walter Clayton Jr. I'm talking about the 2 guys you named.
That's what I'm saying. That's who they want to be in the championship game. You got to understand a little bit of this is, it's money now. They got a little bit invested into this thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Don't nobody want that Deacon Walter Clayton Jr.
Listen, man. Okay.
Deacon name.
I got money on the line. Okay, I'm trying to get to the bread. I'm trying to get to the yams. Okay, I'm trying to get to the yams. All right. But it is what it is. So you got Duke and Auburn.
Yeah.
I got Duke and Florida. Who gonna win the championship? You said Auburn, right?
Stop trying to embarrass me in front of everybody.
No. I'm just trying to get this on record. Just so
I'm standing on business. Auburn will win the men's championship for 2025.
Sitting up here with a Tuscaloosa hat on.
I know. I didn't say I was proud of my prediction. I'm just saying they're the most talented.
War Eagle. If you
Neil,
say
Neil, you're not helping me. You are not helping me, Neil. Oh, man.
Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, Jocelyn, we can agree to disagree. That's all love. That's why we here, because we can agree to disagree.
I mean, I see what you picked Florida, though. I honestly think all 4 teams are extremely talented, and they'll be hard-felt games. But I felt like I knew Auburn was going to be here before we even started talking about. You remember when we first had our predictions? I said Auburn would be in it to win it.
Mm-hmm.
And they proved me wrong. I mean, proving me right, because last year they definitely proved me wrong. You got to think they're a redemption story, too. They lost in the first round to Yale last year. You think they ain't trying to put their cookies back?
Yeah, that's true.
They got
That's
their
cool.
cookie snatch. They want their cookies back, man.
Now, I did say Florida was gonna be here too. The only
You
team
did?
the only team, like we said in the women's, you mentioned Texas, kind
Mhm.
of Cinderella. Houston is one of those teams. Yeah, they was a 1 seed, but you thought they would get upset. I
I
thought
did.
Houston would go down maybe in the 16, right? But
At least Elite Eight. I didn't think they would make it to the Final Four.
here we go. I was looking at a Purdue and the way they put belt the ass to Tennessee. Hell,
I
Tennessee
honestly,
15 points.
selfish way possible, I wanted it to be all SEC or at least 3 teams. So I
Man,
thought Tennessee would be here before Houston, but
listen
it is
here.
what it is.
They pulled their britches down.
They did.
They went and got the
Tennessee,
switch. They went outside and got the switch. And I know you know about that because you used to get hit with
yeah, I
those
had to
switches.
pull a couple switches off when I'm from the country too, so
You from Brookville. You know about them switches.
yeah, my folks from Waldo.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you really know about them switches. Listen, man. Yeah, they got their britches pulled out, man. Tennessee, boy, I tell you. But anyway, yeah, Houston is definitely a threat, man. They are a threat, but I just feel like Duke, you say Duke, I say Duke, Florida. I think Duke's gonna win it, man. I think Duke's gonna win it. I don't know, man. It feels like they're the most talented team. It does feel like that. And it might be on paper. They may be the most talented team. And I feel like Auburn may be the most together team. If you want to say
I can
that.
see that. I can see that. I just when it comes to like how I would choose something by heart, I'm not picking a rookie to carry a team over a 5-year senior.
That's true. And to be honest with it, we saw UConn win with those veteran players. They've had freshmen on the team. Shout out to Stephon Castle, who plays for the Spurs. He was on that team championship. But they had guys like, what was the big guy? That won the national. Damn, what was that guy name? I can't think of his name. He's in the NBA now, but he won a national championship with that team. Donovan Klingland, and other guys. So they have had 4 and 5 years players winning national championships. So Auburn has the team that normally wins the national championship. Now, if you go back some years, you had those super elite players that's one and done that make the Final Four, but sometimes come up short. Let's see if Cooper Flag can change the narrative and win him a national championship and go out like Carmelo Anthony. Because he's the one that comes to mind. Carmelo Anthony at Syracuse, freshman, came out, won a national championship, and went straight to the NBA. Let's see if Cooper Flag can do that. I think he can, but we're going to find out on Monday night.
We shall see.
We're going to find out
Well,
on Monday night.
Cooper Flag got to get past Houston first. We ain't gonna disrespect Houston like that.
8 pound down. Hey, I like Houston though, but hey, man, shouts out to Duke though, for real. Shouts out to Duke. You know what? I really, and I'm gonna say this, and this is as biased as I can be because in my bracket tournament, I got money on the line, like I mentioned. The guy who's closest to me, shouts out to the DB, my boy Dustin Branch. He picked Duke. He is right up under me. So if Duke loses to Houston and Florida beats Auburn, I automatically win. I don't give a damn who win the national championship. I move on and I collect the money on. So if Houston wins and Florida wins, I'm celebrating regardless of who win the national championship. It is what it is.
I think that's an imaginary celebration, though. But
Ain't
okay.
no imaginary. Ain't no imaginary. Ain't no imaginary. Look at him. Hey, here you go. This your last comment, Neil. Broom gonna sweep. There you go. Very clever.
I like it. I like it, Neil. I like what you did.
Hey,
Broom
how
gonna
long?
sweep.
Hey, Neil, how long it took you to come up with that? Broom gonna sweep. Hey, man, that's that. Hey, I can't.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, that's real clever. I can't knock it. I can't knock it. Hey, man, y'all subscribe to this damn channel, man. Like the video, do what y'all gotta do, and I ain't forget, y'all go get this book, man. Go get this book, Jocelyn Thomas. Now, Jocelyn, I just ordered my book. I'm late, but I'm gonna have to. You got to autograph this thing for me now. So what I got to
You
do?
know what? I will be in Montgomery next week because my cousin is getting her doctorate, and I'm super proud of her. And
Hey,
I would love to pull up and sign that book with nothing but love.
yes. Thank you, thank you,
Of
thank you.
course. No, thank you. Thank
So
you.
this is the bestseller Amazon book right here. #1 bestseller. Y'all see it on the screen. Y'all see. Jocelyn Thomas is a contributing author. She's got her own segment in this book, man. Successful women's devotion. Go
And
on
the last
Amazon. The
chapter
link.
is dramatic, but I'm not the last chapter because I got a dramatic story. I was just the last person to add my story.
Okay, okay. But I mean, you in the book, so
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah. Oh, book signing,
Neil, don't tease me with a good time.
book signing. There we
Don't tease
go.
me
Hey,
with a
there
good
we go.
time, Neil.
And if y'all watching this, man, you know what I'm saying, and you know, she is a celebrity, so to speak. You know, and I'm not
I
even
wouldn't.
going.
Let's not say that.
No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me finish. Let me finish. Right. So you got a lot of big things going on, which I'm not gonna put all your business out here, but y'all probably gonna see her on TV soon. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. And just follow her at Jocelyn Knows Sports on social media. And we working on another show coming soon. She's gonna be a regular on the channel. So get used to this. Get used to this silliness right here. You know what I'm saying? But she's very knowledgeable in sports, especially basketball, because she used to cross people up back in the days.
Used to.
You still got it?
I ain't never lost it.
Man, get out of here. You 40 now?
40 and fine, baby. 40 and
You 40
fine.
now? Hold on. You still crossing folks up at the
You I
LA
play
Fitness?
still play ball. I play tennis. I'm very active now. I like to be active.
You crossing them up at the LA Fitness? I want to know. The people want to know where you crossing them up at. We want to know.
I dibble and I dabble.
Okay. I'm gonna look you up on YouTube, see if you got some highlights.
Oh my goodness.
I got to look
Hey,
you up.
hey, broom gonna sweep. Just know that.
There you go. With a damn Tuscaloosa hat on, talking about war. I'm not even gonna say it.
I didn't
Anyway,
say that. I just
I
said
know you
broom.
didn't say it. I know you did. Shouts out to Neil, man. That's my dog. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Mimi. Shouts out to Mimi, Tanya,
Thank you,
everybody.
Mimi.
My boy TJ. I don't know what TJ is, but I know he gonna watch this because he watches all the shows. Y'all hit the like button, man. Yeah, hit the like button. Tips and donations greatly appreciated right there. Y'all know how we do it. It's gonna be a great weekend of basketball. Great weekend. Men's Final Four, women's Final Four on Friday, men's on Saturday, women's national championship Sunday, men's on Monday. So you got 4 straight days of great basketball.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Can't be mad at that. And Jocelyn's gonna be at the Final Four in Tampa. Have a good time, enjoy, take pictures,
I mean, I'm be with my daddy. I can't do too much, but I will have a good time.
Okay. Yeah. Shouts out to Pop. So that's it, man. That's all I got. You want to pop your social media? You got, you want to get some shout outs or whatever?
If you are on Instagram, TikTok, I'm mostly on Instagram and TikTok, even Threads, I'm Jocelyn Knows Sports on all 3 things. That's my handle. It's just like how it's written there, except I think it's one word on
One word together.
social media instead of 3. And just shouts out to Justin, who's always believing in me, encouraging me. I definitely would not say I'm a celebrity, but I am very blessed to live a life that's different from when I first started. And then shouts out to my OG, aka my daddy. He's always believed in me. And I'm so grateful and honored that I can take my father to the Final Four because that's obviously something I never thought I could do as a child.
That's what's up. And I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, we go back like 4 flats on Cadillac, Pitty Pat, and all that. So it is what it is. And yeah, we collabing. It's coming. We haven't worked out none of the details and the days and the kinks and the schedule, but it's coming, you know. And she got bigger things going on too. So, but we gonna work it out, man. You know, it's gonna be something. This channel is gonna be loaded once the football season started. I plan on having shows probably all through the week. It's gonna be like a schedule, like ESPN, so to speak, but on a lower level. So thank y'all for supporting, man. Just thank everybody for supporting. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button. Get in the comment section, man. And if you want that book, it's in the comment section. You can. The link is in the comment. I mean, in the description. In the description of this video, the link is there, so you can go get the book. And it is what it. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining, man. You know, thank everybody for joining. So we finna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. I'm JB. That's Jocelyn. No Sports, and we out of here. Y'all be blessed and have a good one.